Hello and welcome to another tarot reading from me. Today's topic is going to be on who is coming towards you in love, or who is going to approach you for a relationship next. As usual, I'm going to start by saying that I have picked the crystals intuitively, so this is for those of you who would like to choose with just crystals. I chose them by meditating upon the question and then asking Spirit which crystals I should use from my collection, and these are the ones that came out in this particular order. So pile number 1, you have this crystal. Wait, let me zoom in. So pile number 1, you have the fluorite crystal. Pile number 2, you have the smoky quartz. Pile number 3, you have the ruby zoisite crystal. So these are your options. You can pause the video if you need more time to decide. Once again, my recommendation is that you meditate upon the question for a little bit with your eyes closed. Exhale longer than you inhale. That will help center you and calm you down. And then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively. If you feel drawn to more than one, you are free to watch several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. I will see you at your reading. So this is for those of you who would like to choose with a card as well as a crystal. This is going to be the selection phase. Let's see. Spirit, who's coming in love? Who's coming towards pile number 1 in love? The people who chose the fluorite. Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 2 in love? The people who chose the smoky quartz. Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 3 in love? The people who chose the... Whoa, this one just popped out. Okay, so we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let me try to arrange them. So this is for those of you who would like to choose with a card as well as a crystal. These are your options. Pile number 1, you have this card over here and or this fluorite crystal. Pile number 2, you have this card over here and or this smoky quartz crystal. Pile number 3, you have this card over here and or this ruby zoisite crystal. So you can pause the video if you need more time to decide. My recommendation is that you take some moments to breathe deeply, meditate upon the question, allow your mind to go blank a little bit, and then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively without overthinking it. And if you feel drawn to more than one pile, you are free to watch several or even all of them. I have to fix them a little bit. Yeah, that's... Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I just felt a bit OCD. So yes, you are free to pause the video, take as much time as you need to meditate. And again, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, you can choose several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. Before I sign off, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It is the easiest way to support me and it is free. And also consider clicking on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new tarot reading. Also, please comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to give or ideas for future topics you would like me to cover. Thank you, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this card, which is the 10 of Wands and or this fluorite crystal. This is going to be your reading. This is the card selection phase. I am going to add timestamps, and you can skip directly to your reading. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the fluorite crystal. Tell me, Spirit, who is coming towards them in love? Who is coming towards pile number 1 in love? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Cups. This is the 6 of Cups. The Hermit. Okay, the 5 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups. Let's see more. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? The people who chose the fluorite crystal. Who is coming towards them in love? Who is coming towards pile number 1 in love? We have the 6 of Wands. Let's see. The Justice. Oh, the 5 of Cups again. Okay. The 4 of Swords. I think this is the 4 of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune again. And, oh, the Hanged Man. I've just gotten these cards, so still getting familiar with them, in case you're wondering why I'm a bit reticent with the expressions. So I just checked again, as I was saying, because the decks are still new. So this is actually the 5 of Pentacles, and this is the 4 of Cups over here. But everything else stays the same. All right. Let me get some oracle cards now. Spirit, tell me about who's coming towards pile number 1 in love. Who is this person, Spirit? Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 1 in love? Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 1 in love? Tell me. So let's see. We have, ooh, the Butterfly and the Snowdrop. Hope. Okay. We have Mirror Effect with number 13. We have Penguin Authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. All right. You also have the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice. Pile number 1. And the first card that came out for you is the 10 of Wands. What I can see for you is that this is someone that has been alone for a long time, to be honest. Actually, wait. Maybe not necessarily someone who has been alone for a long time, but someone who felt alone for a long time. Let me try to rearrange these a little bit. Maybe put this here. Okay. But yeah, someone who has felt alone for a long time because of this Hermit energy. Also because of the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups. So there are multiple indicators that this is someone who has felt pretty isolated. We also have the Hanged Man and we have the Justice card, which to me is Libra energy. So it's quite possible that this person has prominent Libra placements. The butterfly with the message of hope makes me think that this is someone who's pretty spiritual. I also think that for you personally, this is someone that is going to be like a dream come true, because we have the Nine of Cups here. But I feel like this is not someone that you're gonna hit it off with right off the bat. And the reason I say this is because we have the Nine of Cups and the Hanged Man underneath. So it makes me think like this is going to be someone who's going to turn out to be a surprise for you. Like someone that maybe you didn't have the best opinion of at first. I also think that with the Wheel of Fortune, this is not someone that you are going to meet in a time when you really expect to meet someone, or when you're particularly thinking about relationships. The Wheel of Fortune speaks of some kind of serendipity, you know, things aligning in such a way that you meet with this person. So there's an element of surprise about when and how you meet this person. It could just seem like you have met in a way that is totally coincidental. Like, I don't know, you just met them in a public place or something at some point, and you locked eyes, and then one of you made a move towards the other maybe, or you ran into them again at a later date. Or you just could have met at a time, like I said, a time, a place when you really did not expect to meet this person, and they could have felt the same way about you. So I think that this is a person who is really optimistic, but... And I feel like they're a person who's really romantic as well. But they're someone who has been unlucky in love. Like someone who has been through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of feeling of isolation. I think that this is a person who is really choosy about the people that they want to go out with. The people they want to go out with, the people they want to have serious relationships towards. This is not someone who opens up easily to a lot of people, and this message is repeated multiple times. We have it with the Ten of Wands, the Hermit clarified by the Four of Cups. So this is someone who has really strong boundaries, and they have, probably have like some kind of set of rules and principles that they expect the people around them to live by. Like they expect the people around them, especially their romantic partners, to live up to. This is a person who has been through a lot of ups and downs, but I see that at the moment, this is someone who is on a winning streak, someone who is doing quite well. Things are turning in their favor. I really think this is a person who has a lot of options, someone who is quite attractive, probably attracts a lot of attention. But they're very, like I said, this message that they are very demanding is coming through multiple times. And also there's a message of transformation about this person. I wouldn't be surprised if they have Scorpio placements, for instance, or a strong 8th house in their horoscope. Or you could have Scorpio somehow connected to the signifiers of your spouse or long-term partner archetype, like maybe Descendant in Scorpio or Lord of the 7th house in Scorpio. But let me not get too much into astrological details. In any case, there's a theme of transformation about this person. So this could have been someone who has gone through significant transformations in their lives and or also someone who has gone through quite a few ups and downs. I feel like this is a rags to riches sort of person for many of you. Like this could be someone who started out in humble beginnings but really built something for themselves, a career, a social status. This person is very fair-minded. They're very marriage-oriented. I'm not seeing fickleness here. I feel like this is someone who knows what they want, and when they see what they want, they go after it. The mirror effect here, the mirror effect card, also the number 7's coming through, and the Libra, the Justice energy, makes me think that this could be someone you have a lot of oppositions with in your synastry, chart interaspects, or this person could have planets in your 7th house, or you could have planets in their 7th house. This could also be that in some ways you might have things in common with this person, but I think for the most part, this just shows you feel like they complete you and they feel like you complete them, like you balance each other out. I'm really getting a feeling of someone who felt isolated as a child. This could have been a person who has had a troubled childhood. And I feel like for the most part, the troubled childhood comes from lack of resources. I think that this is someone who comes from humble beginnings. Like I said, there could have been some kind of a feeling of feeling abandoned by their parents, but to a large extent, the main reason for that is lack of financial resources on the part of the parents. Like their parents could have been too stressed out about money to care about them and their needs. So because of this, they might have some kind of, I don't want to say arrested development, but they might have a very childlike side because in some ways, parts of them have not grown up the way that they should have. And while this could sometimes mean some kind of toxicity in a person, but I don't feel like this is the case here. I think this is a person who might be interested in taking care of children. Maybe they really want children. For some of you, they could have children. That's another thing. But I'm getting that this is a person who is in touch with their inner child. But I also see someone who can get along with children. Maybe they work with children or something. This is weird, but from both sides, basically, what I'm seeing is that you may, yeah, I think actually for a lot of you, it could be from this person, but it could also be from your side that you're on the fence about this relationship at first, because I see a lot of hesitation. Because of the justice element, it could also be that this person is in a relationship when they first meet you, or you could be in a relationship when you first meet them, maybe even marriage. So that could explain why there is a hesitation. But I feel like this person could be someone who does not like you at first, or you don't like them at first. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to hate each other, but it could just be that you don't automatically see each other as a romantic interest right off the bat. For some of you more specifically, this could be a person that was around you for a long time, or that you have known for a long time, but you never saw them as a romantic interest. And again, could be from their side. They could have felt the same way about you, but then you eventually decide to give each other a chance, or you start to warm up towards this person. Ultimately, I do see this being a very happy situation because of that 9 of Cups energy. I see this as a dream come true for you. This gives me, for some of you, right, it's more specific, definitely not for everyone. Kind of gives me a bit of When Harry Met Sally sort of vibes, Like, if you've ever seen that movie, it's about two friends played by Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, who, basically they tried to stay friends for a long time, eventually realized that they're in love with each other. So, you know, I think they end up getting married, but I don't fully remember. Yeah, kind of might give me that kind of a vibe, like this could be someone that you have been friends with for a long time, or you could have, like again, you could have known them for a while, but you didn't really think about starting a romantic relationship with them, or it could be from their side as well, like I said. All right, so this is what I'm seeing from the tarot cards. I'm going to move on to more stuff. All right, so let me get Astro cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. Who is coming towards them in love? Who is coming towards pile number 1 in love? Mars, okay. Drive and power, we have Neptune. Dreams and spirit, we have the 6th house. Work and routine. The 8th house, oh my god, strong confirmation. Transformation and mystery. This is the Wheel of Fortune energy that I was talking about. And we have Gemini, the communicative. So this person could be someone who has a youthful energy. Oh my god, and the Gemini is such a strong confirmation of what I talked about. This person having some kind of a child-like energy potentially. So they could have an air of innocence about them. This could be someone who is really playful sometimes, someone who somehow seems youthful, curious. They might have a tendency to joke around, for instance, sometimes, but not to the point of being like immature necessarily. You know, there's just something kind of a Peter Pan sometimes energy about them, or I don't know, Tinkerbell if this is a woman. With the Mars energy, this person has a lot of drive. Like I said, this could be Scorpio energy as well, because Mars rules Scorpio and Aries in Vedic astrology. Scorpio is also ruled by Ketu, or the south node of the moon in Vedic astrology. But I am getting a lot of Scorpio Aries energy with this, with Mars in the 8th house, because 8th house corresponds to Scorpio. So like I said, could be Aries as well. Could be Aries or Scorpio energy coming out in this person's horoscope. So this is a person who's really intense, really driven, independent. There's a lot of masculine energy as well. I would say predominantly there's a lot more masculine energy about this person rather than feminine, up until this point anyway. Yeah, this is someone who loves challenges, someone who is a go-getter. Could be someone who has leadership abilities, you know, likes to push themselves forward. And like I said, I feel like this person is on a winning streak, either currently or at the time when you get together with this person. With the 8th house, this person could be someone who works in something to do with transformation, anything where they help people transform or help things transform, you know, so they could be working in restoration, maybe even plastic surgery. Just giving you various examples. They could be working as a fitness instructor, for instance. That would really make sense with the Mars energy as well. By the way, Mars energy also shows that this person is probably quite into sports, maybe athletic. They probably really like to stay physically active. There's a lot of fighting spirit. So again, this could even be someone who's into martial arts or self-defense courses. They could also be potentially connected to things like military, weapons, defense, stuff like that could also be a thing. And yeah, so transformation, anything to do with transformation could be something they're really good at or interested in or they work in. They could also be very much into research and things like psychotherapy, for instance. This can also mean that you may have met this person again through some kind of a transformation. And by the way, this reinforces the idea that you may have met in a really unexpected manner, because the 8th house is also connected to sudden events, even accidents, stuff like that. So yeah, again, this could also mean that this person works in something connected to, like, they could even be working in insurance, for instance, or anything to do with managing other people's money, financing, banking, anything that has to do with secrecy as well, things that are hidden. They could also have an interest in the occult, like including things like tarot, astrology. This could also be connected to the 8th house. This could also show that you may have met through their family of origin, maybe through your family of origin to some extent. Something to do with foreign lands or foreign languages, especially foreign lands where a foreign language is being spoken. There's something to do with that. Could have something to do with how you met this person. So like maybe you met them while traveling to a foreign country, or while they were traveling to a different country. 6th house work and routine also shows that this person is probably quite detail oriented. There's a good amount of Virgo energy here. So they probably also are service oriented. They like to help others, to be of service to their community. They're someone who likes routine, you know. So this can also show that you may have met through their job or your job, the 6th house, or anything that has to do with like a daily routine for either one of you. So for instance, I don't know, you go to the same bakery around the corner every Friday at 5 p.m. That could have been how you met this person. Or 6th house can also be any activity connected to health, healthcare, fitness, or any activity connected to competitions and or animals, pets. So again, this can also show for some of you that this person might work in healthcare. Psychotherapy or anything to do with psychology is particularly emphasized because that would bridge both the 6th house and the 8th house energy. So yeah, there's also some dreaminess with the Pisces energy. We also have like Neptune, which is actually kind of related to the 7 of Cups that came out. We also have a good amount of cups in this reading, so it doesn't surprise me that we have Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces. So this person could also have a dreamy quality about them. They could be romantic. Maybe they write poetry. Maybe they're creative. I said poetry, but it could be any kind of an art form. There could be just something dreamy and romantic about them as well. Maybe they're an idealist. They could also be someone who bases their life on faith to a large extent. Like maybe faith is really important in their lives. Maybe religion as well. And also there is the explanation of the hermit energy here. Yeah. You know, like this person could also be someone who maybe spends significant amounts of time alone, or sometimes feels the need to be isolated. But like I said, this could be like not necessarily visible on the surface. This could be someone who maybe has a social circle, but deep down they feel pretty isolated. This is not someone who easily finds kindred spirits, you know. I'm getting a pretty chronic sense of loneliness, to be honest, here. But this is also someone who has a very sharp intuition, creativity, and also someone who really wants to help others, you know, a lot of empathy and a lot of understanding of human nature as well. And the Gemini also shows that this person is really good at communication. Yep. And oh my god, I just realized mirror effect, and you have the Gemini energy. I mean, hello, mirror effect here with number 13. So obviously this is really specific, but they could even be a twin or something to do with twins. Like maybe somehow twins were involved in how you met this person or how you got together. Or it could just be that maybe you just feel like kindred spirits. That would explain a lot. All right, let me get the Astro dice. Let's see more. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. Whoops. I'm not taking this into account. We have Sagittarius, but I'm gonna roll them again. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. Who is this person who's coming towards them? Tell me, Spirit. Oh my god, we have the number 3 again. So 3rd house, which is connected to Gemini. And we also have Ketu, which is the co-ruler of Scorpio. Holy shit. I mean, pardon my French, but unbelievable. And we have Scorpio. Dude, I mean, I cannot make this stuff up. So there's definitely loads of Scorpio energy over here. What can I say? This person is very mysterious. And also with the Scorpio coming through, there is a further confirmation that they might be naturally good at psychotherapy, understanding people. To be fair, they probably have an ability to be manipulative as well. Whether they use that or not, that's a totally different discussion. But they do have that ability. And with Ketu coming out, there's an even stronger message that this person is extremely intuitive. So they're probably very, very good at reading people. Don't try to deceive them in any way. And the Scorpio says that they have their guard up and definitely don't open up easily to just anyone. The number 3, also with the 3rd house, makes me think of not just Gemini. So this further reinforces that communication is really important for this person. Maybe they communicate a lot for their job. They're very good at communication in all forms. This could be speaking, writing, singing, anything. 3rd house also has to do with younger siblings. So this person could have younger siblings, or somehow the younger siblings could have been involved in how you met them. 3rd house is also neighborhood, short distance or short-term travels, errands, for instance. And it's also communication of any kind. So this could show that you met through any of these activities, or it could be that you met them online, because it would have meant that you communicated first. Yeah. And also the 3rd house has to do with courage. So this person is really courageous, self-motivated. And 3rd house is also the house of self-employment. So this person could be self-employed. They're definitely very driven and independent. That's something I can definitely say. Let me get a few nakshatras as well. So Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. Who is this person? Who is this person for pile number 1 who's coming towards them? Tell me, Spirit. All right, I feel like that's enough. Loads of let's see. We have Capricorn as well. We have Gemini again. So Gemini is really, really strong. This person, oh my God. Wow. Ketu as well. So Ketu coming out twice, yeah, could be very strong. We also have Cancer, that's more water energy or more cups energy. And we have Rahu, all right, north node of the moon. And we have the moon. Wow, so a lot of water. I'm not surprised because there are so many cups that came out here. And we have Satabhishak Nakshatra, which falls in Aquarius, is ruled by Rahu. All right, so even further confirmations that for some of you, this person could be involved with the medical field somehow. Satabhishak Nakshatra is also called the 1,000 Physicians to the Gods or something like that. It's translated like that in Hindi. I'm not 100% sure, but something like that. This nakshatra is especially connected to the medical field and the archetype of the wounded healer. Someone who has been through a lot of traumas, for instance, and now has learned how to heal themselves, and they use that knowledge to help others. This would definitely explain what I talked about, this person being humanitarian minded, you know, focused on helping others, a lot of empathy. This person could also be really popular with this energy. There's someone who can easily relate to a lot of people, and, you know, like, people could just be drawn to them. They're probably quite attractive as well. The moon, again, will show that this person can be really attractive. They probably have a really nice face. They probably have a wide face. Complexion, for most of you, I feel like would tend towards the fair complexion. But again, not gonna, you know, the physical characteristics are to be taken with a grain of salt because there are a lot of people that are going to watch this. So yeah, but they could tend more towards a fair complexion. And also with Ketu, they could have like really refined features, like features that show petiteness or just something delicate maybe. They could have almond-shaped eyes. Something really mysterious about them, definitely. And with all this Ketu energy, there could be a past life connection, which could feel like, you know, it could mean that when you met them, you felt this very strong energy towards them, like some kind of a strong reaction towards them. It doesn't necessarily have to be love at first sight, but something. So there is a youthfulness, but with Capricorn showing up, there's also some maturity about this person. They could be really professional in their demeanor, their energy. They are serious and focused on their professional development. With the moon, there's also a bit of a moodiness maybe, and someone who likes to travel, for instance. And definitely someone who's really romantic. And also this could explain the Six of Cups. This person could really like children, or they want children, or they work with children, anything to do with children. There's something very nurturing about them as well. So here we have a touch of feminine energy as well, even though I did say initially that there's more masculine on the surface. With Rahu, there could be something unconventional about their personality, their appearance. Maybe they have tattoos or something. They're wearing something that is ethnic, like specific clothing or something. Cancer also shows that this person, so it's more moon energy basically, also can show that the mother may be important in their lives. Maybe they take after their mother specifically. Or a Cancer in the moon can also show that the chest area is very attractive for them. Their chest and their stomach is attractive. Also, their hands and their arms could be really attractive or stand out. Their hands, their arms, their shoulders, they maybe gesticulate a lot. They use their hands a lot. They could also be coming from a different ethnic background than you. So maybe even a different country. But yeah, there could be like a difference in background between the two of you. So this is pretty much what I have for you, pile number one. And if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will upload a new reading. Also comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to share or ideas for future topics that you would like me to cover. And if you would like to support my channel further, click on the join button, become a member in exchange for some perks, which you will see detailed in when you click on the join button. If you're interested in a private tarot reading, I have left more information about how you can get one in the video description. And last but not least, I have an astrology channel, and if you are curious about it, I will be linking it in the video description as well. I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but I also use tropical, since I have more than 20 years of experience in reading in both tropical and Vedic, but for the past 10 years or so, I mostly focus on Vedic. In any case, if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe to my astrology channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number two. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here, which is basically the Hermit card and or this smoky quartz crystal. So I'm going to add timestamps if you want to skip directly to the interpretation. All right, this is going to be the card selection phase. Spirit, tell me about pile number two, the people who chose these smoky quartz. Who is coming towards them in love? Who is this person that is going to approach them with the interest of starting a romantic relationship? Tell me, Spirit. King of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Hermit again. Wow. We have the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Sun. So, all right, let me try to squeeze them in. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about pile number two, the smoky quartz people. Who is this person who is coming towards them in love? This person who will approach them with the interest of starting a romantic relationship. The Ace of Pentacles. I think this is the Page of Pentacles, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh my God, the Sun again. All right. Oh no, this is the King. This is not the Page. This is the King of Pentacles, and this is the King of Swords. Oh my God. A lot of repeating energies. Oh, we also have the Moon. No way. Another keeper? We have, I think this is the king, but again, I have to check what the keeper means just to make sure. If this is the king, it's the King of Cups. All right, yeah, this is the king. I just checked. So you have 3 kings. Unbelievable. And you also have queen, the Queen of Swords. Actually, you have all 4 kings. Holy shit. Pardon my French, but you have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Wands. You have all 4 kings. I was just getting that song, I Was a King Under Your Control. That song by Years and Years. I don't know if you know it. Anyway, let me get some oracle cards for you. Pile number 2. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. Who's coming towards them in love? Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 2 in love? The people who chose the smoky quartz. Tell me, Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 2 in love? Who is this person? Spirit, who's coming towards pile number 2 in love? Tell me, Spirit, who is this person? So let's see what you have. We have the Weasel and Pine, introspection. Yeah. Oh my God, with the number 9 again. Are you seeing this? With the number 9 again, and you also had the Hermit coming out twice in this reading because it's the first card and it also came out here again. So many repeated energies. We have 14 with children. All right, and we have Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength, leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. This does not surprise me. Actually, let me try to squeeze it in over here. I don't know, where should I squeeze this in? You saw the cards, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm going to leave this one here. But, yeah, I'm going to leave these here. Let me try not to burn down the place. Children with number 14. You have so many repeated energies. You have the Hermit coming out twice. You have the Sun coming out twice. You also have all 4 kings coming out here. You have the King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the King of Cups. You also have the Moon coming out. So many strong energies for you, pile number 2. So let me try to unpack this. This person is, first of all, right off the bat, someone who has a lot of fire energy in their horoscope. I'm getting very strong Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I would say especially Leo, but I'm going to see more about that in the astrological cards as I move along. Aside from that, this person is someone who has leadership qualities. There's so many kings here. We also have a queen. So I'm getting for most of you, this is a person who has a really mature energy, irrespective of their age. This is probably someone who's quite accomplished and secure financially. I would not be surprised if this is someone who is self-employed, an entrepreneur, or if they are employed, they're someone who has a lot of people under their wing, like a mentor, someone who's like a manager, a team leader, someone who has responsibility for a lot of people, basically, who's responsible for a lot of people, because the first cards that are coming out for you are the King of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles underneath. So this is giving me very strong, you know, manager vibes, manager, boss, leader. And this is also someone who is in a pretty good situation financially with the Ace of Pentacles. This person also, there's a lot of energy about them, a lot of, you know, busybody energy, someone who is an achiever, who is on the move, someone who likes to travel a lot, because we have the 8 of Wands. This is someone who is a powerful manifester as well. I would not be surprised if there's someone who has a lot of projects, you know, running at the same time. They're definitely someone who's really focused on achieving something, some kind of a long-term plan or goal. And with respect to this connection, there's someone with a lot of dedication and drive, you know, like someone who is coming towards you pretty quickly with the Eight of Wands, and someone who's going to pursue you with a lot of passion and basically single-mindedness. Like once this person makes up their mind, they're gonna pursue you wholeheartedly, basically. We also have this with the Hermit coming out twice and the Sun. This person has, you know, this is a very no-nonsense individual, by the way. Like I'm getting Kritika energy as well, potentially, for those of you who understand, who come from a Vedic astrology background and you know about nakshatras or the lunar mansion. So this person could have strong Kritika placements, or you could have like some kind of signifier of the spouse connected to Kritika, like the seventh house lord falling in Kritika, Jupiter or Mars falling in Kritika if you're a woman, or Venus falling in Kritika if you're a man. Anyway, so Kritika energy is an energy that is known for its honesty and bluntness and determination, and also passion. So also a lot of masculine energy is coming through here as well. So if I had to guess, I would say that predominantly I'm getting masculine energy, but there's also a good amount of, you know, healthy feminine with the moon energy coming through, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who is basically very romantic as well. And look at this, we also have the King of Cups underneath the Sun. So this is someone who is going to make you very happy. You know, I'm getting like, whenever I get the Sun, especially in abundant energy, I start hearing that song, Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. maybe you should check it out to get the general energy. It's this very kind of feel good sort of energy, song, I mean. In any case, I also see this person is very no nonsense. With the Queen and the King of Swords. Look at this, the Queen and the King of Swords, one underneath the other. This person has very sharp intellectual abilities. They are probably on the surface coming across as very rational, very analytical. They could also have strong placements in Aquarius. I'm also seeing that they could have strong placements in fixed signs, especially maybe like Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. This is a person who is very, very selective about the people that they allow to get close to them. I'm getting someone who is very good at being professional and keeping up a front. You know, probably someone who seems approachable to a lot of people, but they actually keep people at arm's length. When it comes to the ones that they allow to get close to them, they are extremely selective. They are looking for someone to be like a true soulmate, someone who, you know, is going to be there for them through thick and thin, and that they can be, you know, close to and stick to through thick and thin. So I'm getting a lot of loyalty from this person, also a lot of idealism and romance. I do feel like a potential setback or obstacle in the path of this connection could be the fact that this person might be a little bit in their head. So I know that initially I said that they're going to go for you full-heartedly, but I think it might take a while to decide. Like, I feel like for this person, the deliberation could take a while until they decide to pursue you full-heartedly. Let me put it like that. I just want you to see the flame here. I mean, look at how beautiful it is. Yes, I like to see things burn. And we also have the sun here, so let me bring in some fire. Anyway, this person, yeah, has a lot of fire energy, but like I said, they could be a little bit in their heads. They could be someone who has a little bit of analysis paralysis sometimes. And so it could take a while before they get going in your direction, but once they do, they will pursue you full-heartedly. And yeah, this person could also maybe work with children or have children even. They could also just be someone who has like a lot of innocence, you know, because so maybe children are not necessarily literally involved. Although I do see this as a person who could be good with kids. But even if they're not, let's say, working with kids or they don't have kids, I see this person as someone who's very in touch with their inner child, because that's sun energy, that is heart chakra energy. Fifth house, which is corresponding to Leo and is therefore ruled by the sun, is also the house of children. So this is a person who has a lot of, in a sense, they could have a really pure heart, someone who is very no nonsense and basically has pure intentions. With the sun and also the King of Cups underneath, I see that this person is going to be very, very loving and kind and affectionate. I almost feel like this person, like either you or them, could see the other as too good to be true. And because they might see, or you might see each other as too good to be true, this could actually be adding to the hesitation at first. Like you could be analyzing each other, through a magnifying glass, like trying to figure out where the catch is. Get it? The catch. You see what I did there with the fish here? Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. But anyway, in any case, you're going to see this person as a catch, and they're going to see you as a catch. Can I just say that? Also with elephant here, I wonder if this person may have Bharani or Revati Nakshatra placements, but I'm going to see that maybe towards the end. And yeah, we have here with introspection. So I do think this person has a strong introverted side, definitely, because of the Hermit coming out twice. Also this card with introspection. They could have a strong K2 energy as well. We're going to see more with the astrological notes. All right, so let me get the astrological notes, because this is all I can tell you from the cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2. Who is this person who is coming towards pile number 2? Who is coming towards them in love, Spirit? Oh my god. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Like, Spirit is really, I don't know, in the mood. He is fit, or she, or it, or whatever it is. All right. Yeah, we have Leo. So we have the third confirmation of the sun energy, and we have 9th house, learning and faith, which 9th house is also the house of the father, so it's also connected to the sun archetype. If you come from my astrology channel, you know what I'm talking about. Holy shit, I cannot, dude. I mean, I am like, you know what? I am so glad that I cleansed my whole apartment with sage earlier, because the activity here is intense. If I were in Poltergeist and had one of those like tools of detecting ghost activity, I think it would be going off the charts. So anyway, we have Lilith as well, wild femininity, and we have Gemini, which is a bit more of a childlike energy as well. All right. So let's unpack this. So obviously, very strong reinforcement of sun energy. This person could also, of course, have Leo placements, or they could have a very strong sun, maybe an exalted sun in Aries. Personally, I use the sidereal zodiac, but you can use whatever you feel comfortable with. I just cannot vouch for anything other than the sidereal zodiac. So yeah, this person could have sun in sidereal Aries, sun in Bharani, maybe with the elephant coming through. We're going to see more in the nakshatras as I go along. But in any case, this person has very strong masculine energy. They are someone who is has a lot of leadership ability. If this is a man especially, this could really come across as a leader of a pack. The leader of the pack sort of energy. Someone who has this kind of protector and provider energy. They, like I said, they could be really good with kids. Maybe they even have kids for some of you. This is also a person who's very optimistic, who has a lot of drive, a lot of vitality, sorry. They have a strong heart chakra, someone who's generous, loving, but also very firm. Someone who is guided by principles. They could also be someone who has very high ideals and a really demanding personality. The 9th house is showing some connection to education potentially. So they could be into fields of teaching, publishing, writing, also things like things of the higher mind, like philosophy or working with energies, religion, stuff like that. Because of all the sun energy, it could also mean that maybe their father is particularly important in their lives. Maybe they could be working in the same line of work as their father. Gemini also shows that this person is very good at communicating. They could have a youthful energy, a bit of a Peter Pan energy as well, maybe playfulness. They could also be doing what they love for a living. But this person is also extremely passionate in every aspect of life. They are probably someone who has a lot of drive and, has some kind of a vision for their lives, for what they want to achieve. And yeah, they're very determined. On the downside, maybe there could be a bit of an ego here, someone who's really prideful. But also with this kind of energy, this person will attract a lot of attention. They will attract people like magnets. There's a lot of charisma here, leadership ability. They will naturally come across as competent and intelligent. And also physically, their chest, their shoulders could be really strong. They could have a strong jawline as well. And the last but not least, you see, I left the best for last because the Lilith energy here coming through with the wild femininity, this gives me just a kind of energy that says this person has kind of a dark sexiness about them. This can also show that Lilith could be prominent in their horoscope. So maybe they have Lilith conjunct something, some planet, or their ascendant, or the nodes maybe. This could also mean that maybe you have Lilith combinations in your synastry with this person, some strong aspects to or from their Lilith, your planets, or the other way around. And just as an indicator, I use the mean Lilith and the true Lilith. Because there are loads of Liliths out there, but yeah. Anyway, in any case, this person could have something of a bit of a rebel energy sometimes about them. There could be something just a bit untamed and wild, like some kind of an aura about them. But I also feel like this could be the kind of person that a lot of people find very sexually attractive, to be fair, with this Lilith energy. Like there could be just something undefinable about them. Like people could just go crazy about them. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the kind of person that even attracts stalkers, to be fair, with this kind of energy. Like people just go crazy about them. Like, speaking of the Beatles, because I mentioned the Beatles, like, how the Beatles back in the day used to drive women crazy to the point where I remember watching this movie about them where women would dump their fiancés for the Beatles. Like, and stuff like that. Like, I'm getting that kind of crazy groupie energy. This person could attract that, irrespective of their energy, of their gender, sorry. Yeah, that could be going on. You could also be meeting this person, or you could have met this person through anything involving education, travel, through the father, through your father, through their father, or some kind of a father figure. You could have met through religious teachers, through teachers, through a guru of some sort, through a mentor. Speaking of mentoring, this person, again, there's repeated confirmations that this person could be like a mentor, manager, something like that. They could be coming from a faraway place. There could be some kind of a distance between the two of you. Like you could have met them while traveling, like I said, but they could also be from a faraway place, maybe. So even from a foreign country. This person has a bit of a philosophical bend as well. And there's someone who's probably highly educated. I'm getting, most likely college degree, but even if they don't have a college degree, this is someone who's constantly educating themselves. They constantly want to grow and learn new things. So definitely someone who's intelligent. They could also be working with the law. And like I said, they could be working in the father's profession. There's a strong confirmation here. Or the father's line of work. Okay, let me get the Astro dice. Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? Who is this person who's coming towards pile number 2 in love? Gemini again, number 3, which is more Gemini, or the 3rd house connected to Gemini. We also have Uranus here, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So we do have some Aquarius energy going on. That explains the King and Queen of Swords. So this person can also have a humanitarian approach. They could be aloof, but also caring about other people, and like I said, they could care about humanitarian causes, maybe even volunteering and stuff like that, charity. They're also really independent and maybe a bit unusual, like someone who doesn't listen to anyone, kind of marches to the beat of their own drum. Yeah, they could also be very intellectual, like I said. So I think on the surface, this person seems really self-controlled. You know, someone who does not easily give into, I don't know, like moments of, insane pleasure or something. So someone who has like a stern, self-possessed sort of energy to a large extent. Even if they come across as fun and stuff, I think when push comes to shove, this is the kind of person that is not easily deterred from their path. Yeah. But there could also be like a touch of a mad genius about them. Like maybe they have a very unique world view and way of behaving. Something about their appearance and personality could be really unusual as well. Also, with all the Gemini 3rd house energy, this person could be very, very good at communication. Maybe they use communication for their work on a regular basis. They could also be doing any kind of creative work connected to communication. So they could be into writing, speaking, singing in a way that is really creative. 3rd house also has to do with younger siblings. So maybe they have younger siblings, or somehow siblings could have been connected to how you met this person, either yours or theirs. 3rd house also is connected to short-term, short-distance travels, including errands. It's connected to speech, like I said. So the 3rd house can also show you may have met them online. This could also show, again, you may have met while traveling, while running errands, through siblings, like I said. This could also show the neighborhood. So this person could be like your neighbor. They could have moved to your neighborhood or something, or you could have moved to theirs. This actually reminds me of Jordan Peterson. I don't know why I randomly remember this, but maybe I'm supposed to say it, and that's why it came to my head. But I remember checking Jordan Peterson's horoscope, and he has this really strong configuration in his horoscope that shows, I think he has the Lord of the 7th house, or Venus, in the 3rd house, which shows that you could meet your spouse through your neighborhood. And I actually read, or I saw it in an interview, that he said that he and his wife used to be neighbors when they were kids, and that's how they met for the first time. So I don't know why I just randomly remember this example, just to give you an example of what I'm talking about. So yeah, 3rd house can show neighborhood. And also it could show that their voice is standing out, their style of communication. 3rd house can also be music. And last but not least, 3rd house also shows a lot of courage and independence. So it can also show people who are self-employed. So yeah, for some of you, this person is an entrepreneur, because there is so much energy here that shows someone who's self-motivated and driven and well off financially. Okay, let me get some nakshatras as well. Spirit, who is this person for pile number 2? This person who's coming towards pile number 2 in love. Tell me. Okay, what is this? Tell me, Spirit, about pile number 2. Who is this person who is coming towards them in love? I don't know. It doesn't feel right. All right. Tell me, who's coming towards pile number 2 in love, Spirit? I think that's enough. All right. We have a lot of them. Aquarius. Like, holy shit. Wow. A Spirit is really in shape. Bless. Thank you, Spirit, for being present here. Okay, Aquarius, Taurus. All right, so we have the fixed sign energy that I was talking about. We have Rahu, which is the co-ruler of Aquarius. We have Capricorn, so that's Saturn. Aquarius and Capricorn do have a similar energy somehow because they're both ruled by Saturn, at least in Vedic astrology. I know in tropical, Aquarius is ruled by, holy shit, Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. So more Mercury energy. This person is very strong in communications. Like maybe they work in communications of any kind. We have Ardra, which also falls in Gemini, ruled by Rahu. Wow. That explains the Lilith, oh my god, with the wild femininity. But let me unpack it as I go along. We have Purva Falguni, which falls in Leo, is ruled by Venus. That explains the sexiness. We have Vishaka, which is falling in Libra and Scorpio, ruled by Jupiter. We have Ashwini falling in Aries, ruled by Ketu. We have Mrigashira falling in Taurus and Gemini, ruled by Mars. We have Shravana falling in Capricorn, ruled by the Moon. And we have Revati. All right, so there we have the elephant that I was talking about. Very strong confirmation. Very strong confirmations. Like, wow, Spirit really wants you to get the message here. All right. Yeah, so first of all, before I continue, I will remind you to please subscribe if you haven't done so already. It is the easiest way to support me, and it is free. And also click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will upload a new video. All right, just wanted to mention that. So moving into what these energies mean, I also want to remind you that I'm reading for a lot of people, so you're not all going to have all of these things applying. But, you know, if you have like 2, 3, 4 of them that resonate, you know, it makes sense. You're probably thinking about the right person here. If you have a certain person on your mind. If for some of you, it could be that you don't know who this person is yet. Yeah. But let me unpack what these energies mean. So with Taurus and Aquarius and Capricorn, like I said, with all the earth energy, this person is very good financially. So they're probably good at managing their finances. They're well off financially. They're probably quite solidly established in their career as well. With Taurus, they are probably really sensuous. They probably enjoy the finer things. You know, they have an eye for beauty. They probably like good food and wine and all kinds of sensuous pleasures. They're probably artistically inclined as well. And they probably have a really nice voice with Taurus. They probably also have a solid, sturdy physique. With Aquarius, this person is probably also with Capricorn and Aquarius. I would say for the most of you, this person is probably above average in height. And Mercury shows that their hands, arms, and shoulders could really stand out. Maybe they use their hands a lot when communicating. Maybe they're interested in activities that involve using their hands. Maybe they play an instrument, they do magic tricks, they play ping pong, all kinds of things. Maybe they like arts and crafts. With Rahu, there could be an ethnic difference between the two of you. This person could also come from a mixed ethnic background. They could even be mixed race and maybe something really exotic. There could be something exotic about their physical appearance. There could also be something really unusual about their physical appearance. Mercury and Rahu are also confirmations for many of you that you met this person online. With Aquarius, there is a friendliness, but like I said, so that's a confirmation that this person probably keeps people at arm's length. But they are friendly still. Vishaka shows that they're very competitive. This person probably has a strong intensity about them. Ardra is showing that they are probably, again, Ardra definitely reinforces the intensity theme. This person probably really loves nature. They like to spend time in nature. They could really like animals. They could even be working with animals. This person has intense highs and lows of emotions. I mean, we did also have the moon card here. So this is someone who has really intense emotions. They could also potentially have, you know, angry outbursts every now and then, because Ardra is connected to anger. But if they're more evolved, they're probably really good at meditation, or they're very interested in meditation, yoga, stuff like that. Yeah. Did I say that they like nature? Yeah. And they're probably especially drawn to forests. Also, it shows that their eyes could be very expressive. You know, they can express a lot of emotions with their eyes. Their eyes might particularly stand out actually because there are multiple indicators here. Their eyes could be wide set as well and quite large. Well, they might be interested in horses with the Ashwini. That's very specific, but you know, maybe see how that resonates. Maybe they had a pet horse or something, or they like to go horseback riding. Yeah, Mrigashira also reinforces the theme of interest in nature, animals. Maybe they work with animals, like I said. They're very good at investigation. They're very good at research. They like to get to the bottom of things. This is someone who leaves no stone left unturned. They are also very sexy with the Purva Falguni energy. Purva Falguni is very sensuous. In Vedic astrology, it's also called the nakshatra of the courtesan. And it's symbolized by the bed. It's very much connected to lazy sensuality and beauty and art and creativity. And let's not forget, it also falls in Leo. So yeah, it could definitely be a thing that, you know, these people, for many of you, have Purva Falguni energy. More specifically, this person could have a beauty mark on their face with this energy. They could have really nice hair, sensuous features, nice lips. There's definitely an above average attractiveness about this person. Yeah, explains a lot. A lot of people find them attractive. They could also be working in something to do with travel, especially air travel. Maybe they just travel a lot for work, or you could have met through travel, like I said. This person is a really good listener. They're very creative. They're very disciplined and hardworking and very serious about their work. And did I say competitive? Like, holy shit, yeah. Sorry that I'm keep cussing out, but I don't know why. I feel inspired to cuss. Yeah, this is pretty much what I get for you, pile number 2. So, pretty much, I hope you have enjoyed this. And if you have, like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the notifications bell, comment in the comment section with any ideas for future topics that you might have or feedback about this reading. And if you're curious about a private reading with me, you can check out the video description. I have left more details there about how to contact me and all that. If you would like to support my channel further, you can do so by clicking on the join button underneath any of my videos. And last but not least, I have an astrology channel where I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but also with some tropical astrology insights. And I will be linking it in the video description as well. So if you're curious about astrology, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this ruby zoisite crystal and or this card, which is the Page of Cups. This is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps so you can skip directly to the interpretation. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Who is coming towards them in love? Who is coming towards pile number 3 in love, Spirit? Who is coming towards pile number 3 in love? We have the 8 of Cups, the Page of Cups again, because we also have it here. We have the King of Wands. Wow, the 10 of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups and the Temperance. All right. Let's see what else. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Who's coming towards pile number 3 in love? Who is this person who's coming towards them with an offer for a romantic relationship? We have the 7 of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands, so many sevens, Ace of Cups, and the Star. All right, let me get some oracle cards for you. Pile number 3. Whoopsie. So let's see. Let me try to get all of them here in view. Please tell me, pile number 3, tell me, who is this person coming towards them in love? Spirit, who is this person coming towards pile number 3 in love? Tell me. Who's this person? Okay, help number 2. Let's see. Spirit, who is this person coming towards pile number 3 in love? Wow, dragonfly magic. It's a kind of magic. I don't know why I just got that song in my head by Queen. The Hare and Oak, new opportunities. All right, we have the number 2 with help, and we have dragonfly magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. And you also have the Page of Cups coming out twice. Like, your original card was the Page of Cups, and then you have another Page of Cups. Yeah, this person. Also, you had the 10 of Cups. Can I just say this? Pile number 3. Let me unpack everything that I see here. You also have a lot of number 7s, which makes me think of K2 energy. It also makes me think of someone who's quite introverted. Maybe someone who's also very intuitive. We also have this with the dragonfly magic. I feel like for most of you, this is a new person, to be honest. Like, I don't think you either don't know this person, or it's someone you may know, but you haven't had any kind of romantic connection with this person. This is someone who has recently, or let's say before they get together with you, they have gone through a really bad breakup. Some kind of a betrayal was involved in this. So this could be marriage, but I'm not specifically seeing that they are divorced. It could even be that they were married, but whichever the case is, they left some kind of serious relationship previously where they felt really betrayed, really heartbroken by this person. So yeah, I feel like they probably were cheated on in a past relationship. So or either in a past relationship or like in multiple relationships, which can explain why this person, is someone who carries some kind of emotional heaviness to them. I also see that this person is someone who's very romantic. There's someone who's very creative. They could even be someone who maybe works in a creative field, or there's someone who has a lot of creative interests. Like, they could be artistic, something about the way that they carry themselves, or the way that they, either about the way that they carry themselves, or, something could be creative and bohemian about their energy, really. Or they could be someone who actually has very artistic interests. Like, even if they don't work in art, they could have a lot of hobbies connected to artistic, creative activities. I see that this is someone like a poet, a painter, someone who's definitely really romantic, and that could explain why they were someone who was easily hurt in past relationships, because, this is someone who, falls very deeply in love, and they're very passionate. We have the King of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords underneath. There's someone who's really passionate, really intelligent, creative, someone who really comes up with a lot of ideas on their own. So, very independent-minded. Someone who also is very gifted in expressing themselves creatively when it comes to the spoken word or the written word, any form of communication. Look at this. This is definitely someone that is interested in a long-term serious relationship and building a family. And I feel like this is what they're going to pursue with you. But I feel like there is a bit of an obstacle with them because they're also quite defensive, most likely because of past hurts. I'm seeing the defensiveness here with the Seven of Wands. This person, yeah, could be like, they could be someone who maybe has even almost given up on love until they meet you. But I see there's a very strong indicator that this could be someone that you're going to marry, or it's going to be like a really long-term serious relationship. Oh yeah, this person is so romantic. Wow. Extremely romantic. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who has Venus Mars conjunct in their horoscope, or they have some kind of contact between Mars and Venus. Like someone who's extremely romantic, you know, they feed on romance. They use like someone like Taylor Swift, who uses their relationships to you know, create art or something. They need it. It's their bread and butter. This could be someone that is in the spotlight somehow, like someone who attracts a lot of attention. And they could be someone who is blending, they have some kind of a unique interests and or line of work. Like their career could be very unique. Their career, their trajectory, like maybe they're balancing multiple careers at the same time, or they have a job and they go to school at the same time. But I see that this is someone who has managed to blend two separate things that may seem paradoxical and turn them into something like a project, a career path, or a business or something. I also feel like this could be someone who is in the limelight to some extent. So they could have like a large social media following, but they're someone that easily attracts a lot of attention. I also see that this person could be coming from a mixed ethnic background. This is also someone who's very focused on balance. One potential pitfall with this person is that they could be too romantic. Like they could be someone who idealizes, you know, and they might even just idealize you. But yeah, I mean, there's someone who just really wants the perfect, ideal romantic relationship. On the plus side, though, this person is very capable of love. There's a lot of affection here. So, this is pretty much what I can see from the cards. I'm going to get the astrological cards now. Let me see here. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Who is this person who is coming towards pile number 3 in love? I would definitely expect a lot of water energy with this person. Moon, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But let's see what else is going to come through. Maybe Aquarius as well. Libra. We have 7th house, love and partnership. So 7th house is the house of marriage. So I would see this as a confirmation for the 10 of cups. Some of you are going to marry this person. Challenge and disharmony with the square. We have 2nd house, resource and values. Resources and values. We have Taurus, the sensual. We have trine, support and inspiration. So we have more aspects here than signs. Yeah, so trine is a very creative energy. This is someone who loves to be in the flow. I'm definitely getting the reinforcement of the bohemian energy here. You know, someone who's, I'm getting someone like Timothée Chalamet, you know, like the kind of dreamy guy, because I know most of you are women, but even if you're a man, you know, someone like that. You know, if you're a man, the kind of woman you're looking at is like what was her name? Zooey Deschanel, who played Summer in 500 Days of Summer. So I'm getting that kind of manic pixie dream girl energy. And if this is a man, I'm getting someone like Timothée Chalamet, especially his role in Little Women, maybe. Someone who's super romantic like that, someone who's dreamy, artistic, romantic, and yeah, a lot of people I feel could fall for this person definitely. And the challenge of disharmony. So this could be like someone that you feel is very different from you at first, or either one of you could feel like maybe this is not going to work out at first. You could have fears about this relationship working out because there are significant differences between the two of you. This person is someone that could be working with an audience, or they could be working with people in one-to-one situations, like some kind of a consultant, maybe a teacher, any kind of position where they are addressing an audience. They could also be literally working on marriages, sexuality, marriage consultant, psychotherapist. They could also be in a partnership-based business. Second house shows that they are really focused on savings. They're probably conservative with their spendings. They're probably quite frugal. I'm seeing this with Taurus in the second house, and they're also very focused on stability materially. So there's someone who is into investing and building assets. And I'm getting especially fixed assets, so I wouldn't be surprised if this person's into real estate or something. They're also probably interested in food a lot. Maybe they like cooking. Their voice is really standing out. They could be working in the same line of work as one of their parents or someone from the family of origin. They could be actually working in a family business. This person is very beautiful, like with the Taurus energy. Yeah, they definitely attract attention. So someone who is attractive, someone who has a pretty sturdy physique as well, and their voice could be really standing out. They could have a beautiful voice. For some of you, like I said, more specifically, they could be singers, but their voice is really standing out. Their face could be really pretty as well, and their throat also, their neck and their throat could really stand out. I'm thinking about something. Sorry about the long pause. Yeah, this person, they could be someone that you met in a formal setting, maybe through your career or their career. You could have also met them through your family of origin or their family of origin. They could be into the food industry, like they could be working in a restaurant business. Or they could be in any kind of profession where they are working directly with money, like an accountant or something, or a banker. All right, this is what I'm getting. Let me get the Astro dice. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Who is this person who's coming towards them in love, Spirit? Who is pile number 3's person? Let's see. Tell me, Spirit. All right, we have Pisces. That explains the Page of Cups. And let's see this one. We have the number 9, the 9th house. That's what I'm getting. We also have Mars. All right, so this person also has a strong drive, maybe some masculine energy. Like, I mean, not maybe. They probably have some pretty strong masculine energy. The Mars energy also speaks of someone who's very passionate. They could be someone who is very driven, independent. Also, the 9th house is connected to things like travel, foreign countries, foreign lands, education, higher learning, like philosophy, religion. So maybe they could be interested in these things, or they could be working in fields connected to any of these things. Maybe they're in teaching. Maybe they're in publishing. Maybe they're writers for some of you. They could also be interested, like I said, in faith, philosophy, religion. And they are likely to be well educated, probably. So even if they don't have extensive formal education, they're someone who seeks to broaden their horizons a lot. They could really like to travel, or they could actually be in some kind of line of work where they travel a lot, or they could be working directly with traveling. You could also be meeting them through some kind of a father figure, either yours or theirs, or you could be meeting through a guru, a mentor, a religious teacher, something like that. The Pisces energy also speaks of this person being very creative, dreamy. Like I said, they could, yeah, I'm really getting the strong bohemian energy here. Now I'm getting Bohemian Rhapsody playing in my head. Mama, I killed a man. Hopefully not. Hopefully they did not kill a man. Like, but you know what I mean? It's like someone who's like super dreamy like that. Someone who's really romantic. They love to love. They live to love. Yeah, and they're also look at this dragonfly magic. I feel like there's something really mystical and romantic about this union. You know, like I'm getting this kind of connection where you're just in your own little world where you are together. When you are together, I mean, it's like the world disappears. You know, this is I'm getting this really dreamy energy. This person is really brave as well, and they are a go-getter, definitely with the Mars energy though. So it's not like they are a total, it's not like they're totally with their heads in the clouds, sorry. All right, let me get some more stuff. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Who is this person for pile number 3? This person coming towards pile number 3, Spirit. Tell me, who is this person who is coming towards pile number 3 in love? All right, I feel like that's enough. More than enough. Let's see. The moon, more water energy, so potentially Cancer placements because the moon rules Cancer. We also have Taurus again, so Taurus is coming out very strongly with this person. Come on, come on. Oh, we also have Saturn. Okay, so with Saturn, there could be an age difference here, or this person is at least maybe, you know, I mean, for most people, obviously, there's always an age difference. But with Saturn, generally, you see a significant age difference. Generally. It doesn't have to be. It could just be that this person is mature-minded, though. We have Punarvasu, which is falling in Gemini and Cancer, and is ruled by Jupiter. We have Ardra, which is falling in Gemini, ruled by Rahu. We have Shravana, which is falling in Capricorn, is ruled by the moon. We have Vishaka, which is ruled by Jupiter, falling in Libra and Scorpio. We have Ashwini, which is falling in Aries, ruled by Ketu. Purva Ashadha, which is falling in Sagittarius, ruled by Venus. Swati, which is falling in Libra, ruled by Rahu. So there is a confirmation of this person being popular, maybe having social media following. We have Kritika, which is ruled by the sun, falling in Aries and Taurus. And we have Satabhishak Nakshatra, which is falling in Aquarius, ruled by Rahu. So before I continue, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you have found value in any of my readings. And also consider clicking the notifications bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video. Also, feel free to comment in the comment section with any ideas or feedback you would like to share. All right, thank you. So also, before I continue, I want to say that bear in mind that I'm reading for a lot of people, so you're not all going to have all of these things apply to you. That's what why I'm going to be looking at multiple different interpretations. So yeah, see how things might resonate if you know this person, because I'm seeing that this is a new connection for most of you. So someone who is coming in or someone that you hardly know. In any case, we have the moon. It's interesting that moon is actually exalted in Taurus. So I think that this person is very stable-minded. I think this is a person who knows what they want and they go after it like in a pretty like slow and steady wins the race attitude. With Taurus, this is definitely someone who loves comfort. They love beauty and sensuality and pleasure. They could have a hedonistic streak. They probably have very pretty features. Their face could really stand out. They probably have strong jaws, like a pretty strong jawline. With Saturn here, this person could tend towards the slim side. They are someone who has a pretty self-possessed energy, at least on the surface, you know. They could also be someone who is a bit of a minimalist, someone who's really thorough and hardworking. They could also be someone who has a touch of melancholic energy about them. With the Ardra and Kritika energy, this is someone who is really intense. There's a lot of intense energy about them, a lot of fire, a lot of fighting spirit. So the Mars energy is also confirmed here. They could be also before I move on, the moon shows that this person may be a bit moody sometimes. It also shows that they like to travel, or like I said, they could be traveling for work or something. This also could be someone who has a wide face. They might tend more towards a fair complexion for most of you. With the Saturn though, they might have sharp features. So it's interesting because the moon could show softness and Saturn is like the opposite of that. So this person could have like a blending of harsh and soft features. So maybe they have like full cheeks, sorry, but they have like a sharp nose or something. Or maybe they have a small plump nose, but they have thin lips or something. So there could be like a mixture of things. But also with the moon, it shows that the eyes can be really moist and emotional. Like they easily convey emotions. Also, their face is probably pretty. Did I say this? And also with Saturn, their bone structure could really stand out. They could have like nice cheekbones. They could also have like a prominent nose, or they could have features about them that are quite sharp, like I said. So like, yeah, they could have a prominent nose that is quite sharp and thin maybe, or they could have thin lips, something that just shows seriousness, severity. But I feel like for most of you, this person is above average good looking, definitely. Their eyes can definitely be really expressive. This person could be really interested in the sea and water. Maybe they really like swimming. They also definitely have an argumentative streak. They like to argue. This person could also be really interested in food and cooking, like I said. I mean, there are multiple indicators of that. Also, they could be interested in weapons, like they could collect weapons. They could be interested in fighting and combat. For some of you, this person could be working for the government. For some of you, for many of you, this person could be a teacher of some kind. Maybe they're even like a spiritual leader, like a religious leader, even with Punarvasu and Vishakha. And they could also like to drink, to be fair. Hopefully not an alcoholic. But they could really like to drink, or they could be working in any line of work that has to do with beverages and fluids, or they're working, let's say, with import-export on the sea or over the sea, something like that. The stomach and chest area could really be standing out for them. Yeah, this person could definitely be really charismatic, and they definitely attract a lot of attention. They're probably the kind of person that comes across as easygoing on the surface or approachable, but they don't easily allow people to get closer to them. They could be someone who is involved in healthcare for some of you, like healthcare, yeah, medical fields, some kind of a healer, whether conventional or otherwise. They could also really like animals. This person has way more intense emotions than they show. I will say that right off the bat. So I'm seeing a lot of emotional intensity. Like I said, a lot of romance. They could have like a rich inner world, but on the surface, they may really not show that. You know, they could show a very kind of easygoing, like I said, approachable personality. They could be into horses. They might like horses or horseback riding. That's more specific. For some of you, they could have, I'm actually seeing predominantly oval face for most of you, but some of them could have like a strong jawline. And they could be like, they could have a square face for some of you. This person is also a good listener and very conscientious about their work. Very imaginative and creative. I mean, we have Shravana here, which always makes me think of J.K. Rowling. Um, because she has Moon in Shravana. So I'm not saying that everyone's going to be writing the next Harry Potter here, but someone who's imaginative and romantic like that. Also, another great example of Shravana is Viggo Mortensen, who played Aragorn. What was his name? Aragorn? Something like that. Oh my god, I can't remember exactly. Aragorn, I think. Whatever. Aragon. I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, the guy who played, Liv Tyler's love interest in Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure he has Moon in Shravana, or he has some kind of prominent Shravana placements last time I checked. But yeah, someone like that could be like this really kind of healthy male energy, like kind of a knight in shining armor energy. Yeah, with Punarvasu, yeah, this person could be like into religion, spirituality, something like that. And also this could be a person who how should I put it? You start a relationship with on the second try, which either means that you might try it first and it won't work out and then you'll try it again, or what is more likely is that it will take some time between the time you meet them and the time you start a relationship with them. So you could, I don't know, maybe you meet them at a time that is not good for either one of you, and you reconnect at a later date, and that's when you actually will start a relationship. This person could really like dogs, or they may have a dog. Or wolves. They could be into wolves. All right. This is pretty much what I'm seeing, pile number 3, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, like I said. Click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will upload a new video. Also, if you are interested in a private tarot reading, check out the information I have left in the video description about how to contact me. And I've also left a link to reviews I have gotten for private readings if you're curious. If you would like to support my channel further, you can click on the join button, become a member. And last but not least, if you are interested in astrology, I have an astrology channel where I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but I also use some tropical insights because I have more than 20 years of experience in reading horoscopes up until this point. Mostly, I focus on Vedic for the past 10 years or so. But yeah, if you're interested in astrology, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye!